Auto Good fam, welcome back. Today we're taking a nostalgic ride into one of the most beautiful Grand Tourers ever made. A car that perfectly balanced elegance, performance, and emotion. It's the machine that redefined Aston Martin for the modern era. This is the Aston Martin DB9, the V12 Grand Tourer that defined a generation. When the DB9 first appeared in 2004, it wasn't just a new model, it was a rebirth. Aston Martin was at a crossroads, and the DB9 became the symbol of its future. Built on the all-new V8 vertical-horizontal platform, this car marked the beginning of a new design and engineering philosophy for the brand, one that would influence every Aston Martin for years to come. From the moment you laid eyes on it, the DB9 exuded timeless beauty. Designed by Callum and Henrik Fisker, it wasn't loud or aggressive, it was effortlessly elegant. The long hood, short rear deck, and perfectly sculpted lines gave it a sense of motion even when standing still. Its aluminum body panels were hand-finished to perfection, and that signature Aston Martin grille sat proudly up front, a symbol of British sophistication and power. Underneath that graceful design lies the beating heart of a true GT, a 5.9-liter, naturally aspirated V12, producing around 450 horsepower and 420 pounds-ft of torque. Power was sent to the rear wheels through either a 6-speed manual or a smooth automatic transmission, allowing the DB9 to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 4.5 seconds and reach a top speed of 186 miles per hour. But the DB9 was never about sheer numbers. It was about how it delivered them. The moment you pressed the crystal key into the dash and the V12 came to life. It wasn't just an engine starting, it was an event. The sound, that deep, velvety growl rising into a powerful roar, made every drive feel special. It wasn't harsh or mechanical. It was symphonic, refined, and deeply emotional. Inside, the DB9 continued Aston Martin's tradition of craftsmanship. The cabin was a blend of hand-stitched leather, real aluminum, and fine wood veneers, all assembled by artisans in Gaydon, England. The driving position was perfectly balanced, the controls tactile, and every surface spoke of luxury without excess. It was a place designed not just for driving, but for journeying. And that's what made the DB9 so special. It wasn't a track weapon or a raw supercar. It was a grand tourer in the truest sense. It was built to cross continents in comfort and style, devouring miles effortlessly while making its driver feel like royalty. Whether cruising through Monaco's coastline or gliding down the Autobahn, the DB9 delivered grace, composure, and power in perfect harmony. Over its 12-year production run, the DB9 evolved, gaining more power, improved dynamics, and modern tech, but it never lost its soul. Models like the DB9 Volante, the open-top version, and the later DB9 GT, which pushed power to 540 horsepower, kept the spirit alive until 2016, when it finally passed the torch to the DB11. Yet, no successor has quite captured the same magic. The DB9 represents an era when cars were designed as art, not algorithms, when beauty, emotion, and craftsmanship defined performance. It bridged the gap between classic Aston charm and modern precision, becoming the poster car for an entire generation of enthusiasts. Even today, the Aston Martin DB9 stands as a masterpiece of restraint and refinement, a car that didn't need to shout to be admired. It's the kind of grand tour that makes you fall in love with driving all over. Again, the kind that reminds us why Aston Martin's motto rings true: power, beauty, and soul. So Auto Good fam, the DB9 wasn't just a car. It was a statement, a rolling sculpture of speed and elegance that proved true luxury doesn't fade with time. It only grows more timeless.